Welcome back, internet friends. This is Quests in Chaos. We are playing Call of Cthulhu. We are playing the excellent scenario Children of Fear by Lynn Hardy et al. This is episode 11, part 2. And the title, let's use another quote this time, Stereotypical Grip of Death is the title of this episode. Don't forget, last chance. This is your last chance to enter the giveaway right now. Hashtag chaos at the break. We'll figure out, we're going to figure out a podcast giveaway. Maybe we'll do it around reviews or something. Ooh. Like we can do a giveaway around if you know what? We're going to do it right now. Podcast listeners, give a 5-star review. You know what? Give a 1-star review. I don't care. But you have to tell us. You have to email us that you put a review on your podcast service of choice, and we will enter you into a drawing to win something.
Actually, don't email us.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you can if you want, but put it on the Discord.
There we go.
The Great Dane Society channel.
There we go. Put it in the Great Dane Society channel. That way everyone can read your review and correct your spelling.
Here's what we want to know. What platform did you use?
Yes.
And what do you think? Hey.
Wow, you've just defined a review. Congratulations. So, podcast listeners, I don't know. We will do the drawing when we have 10 of them.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Oh, so somewhere around the end of Children.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So 10 review, or maybe this drives people to go review. And you know what? If you're listening right now, go to your podcast thing of choice and review it there. I think on Spotify you have to listen to several before you can.
Yeah, and Spotify, I don't think you can actually give a review, but you can give a rating.
Yeah, there you go.
I'd accept a rating.
Yeah.
But go somewhere, write a review of us, be entered into that drawing to win something. I'll probably pull a board game off of my shelf.
Off of your wall.
Off of my wall, yes. My downstairs neighbors are leaving, and so I'm getting another bookshelf. I'm very excited.
Nice.
More space for games. All right, and don't forget, Sunday, tomorrow, at 10 a.m. is the second to last Guild of the 5Es campaign. So if you're a Patreon, jump in there on the Discord and get added to the campaign. You can play.
Campaign is full. We have 6 players.
Wow.
Sweet.
Wow. See, that was a good sales pitch.
Around the globe.
Wow. All right, there you go.
Because Lucifer Vilchek is on the other side.
That's right.
That's great. That's awesome. Well, congratulations. That's going to be a fun game. Okay. We are, when we went to break, the Gwendolyn had stormed out, and Eugene was headed back to the museum to give Mr. Dar.
Well, I just stormed out of the room because.
Yeah, I figured you were going to go give him the.
Well, I'm going to have to find my kid first.
Oh, your kid is in the room that
that's
people
gonna be awkward.
Yeah, so you storm out of the room, and Eugene is just in the hallway, holding this scarf, sort of.
Is Franklin in there?
I'll just give him the deathiest of death glares, walk into my room and slam the door as hard as I can.
Franklin's in there. Okay.
and then pop the door open again and be like, "You killed Tiger." Slam.
Oh.
Tenzin can't help it. He's a shit stirrer.
He is. This is Eugene will remember that.
So you go in, and Franklin is his blanket has been pulled down, but his hands are still here, and he's just sort of wide-eyed, just like.
I'll pick him up. I'll pick him up.
Yeah.
No, I will leave you to it right now. Did you need me to go with you?
Are we not setting up an ambush?
I mean, it's not safe to.
I mean, he's going to expect me to go there alone. I can't be.
Why would we trust anyone who's called a child of fear?
True.
A great general in whatever war this is.
Do I have to look up stats for this guy? Oh,
I don't want to fight him, but I don't want to lose you either.
Well, I think he'll honor his agreement. I think I can leave if that's all we want to do. But if you have any brilliant ideas, and I'm looking directly at Helen.
Yes.
When I say that.
Yes. I'm trying to think if there's
and I was like,
something we can do, because
He's already used some magic, right?
Yes, I don't have
he
much
hasn't-
occult.
I mean, from what I've seen, the only thing I've seen is the Buddhas, his ability to use
And
those
they
to
trap.
Yeah.
We have things that enhance rituals.
What rituals do we have?
I don't know. I don't have any.
He's got one.
I could say a
Oh.
few
The
Hail
flute.
Marys.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not replacing my babies.
Yet.
No.
Well,
I could try and put them into new bodies if I was to lose them, but then they'd start like, "What have you done?" I'm not dealing with that.
oh well.
Everyone who dies gets super cranky. This is why I can't bring Tiger back.
You also can't bring Tiger back because he's a skeleton wired together left in the desert.
Why would that stop?
No.
This isn't an actual conversation, obviously, so we're not worrying about
No,
it.
it's like, but we do have the flute and the drum that we could use if we wanted to.
To do what?
Enhance his rituals?
Yeah. Oh no. I was just trying to think if there was something that we
I
could
don't.
do.
I mean, I
I'll do
only.
the slow turn towards Tenzin for like bright ideas. I don't know if he's even has his eyes open.
No, his eyes are closed. He's gone back.
I'll do the slow turn away from Tenzin. Back to Helen.
Tennyson is the only one with magic. Maybe you need to come and kill. No, you don't kill. Let's just do the trade and.
Is there any way we could get the kids out and slam him and make him stay in that other dimension?
No, I couldn't do that. I mean, I could try and stand near a window if. No,
All right.
Can your kids?
I mean, I don't want to risk them.
Oh. Shoot. I'm trying to think of like something else that we could do.
If I don't know the situation, but I would expect a trap.
Yes.
I would expect that we'd go and we try and do this, and maybe it goes fine, and we just leave. I don't think he will let us
No,
leave.
I don't think he'll let us just leave. Those Buddhas are still.
Well, I mean, I think he'll let me leave.
I don't. Do you think he is trustworthy?
Oh, no.
Then why would he? Did you shake on the deal?
Did we shake
Did
the
you
deal?
write it in blood?
Well,
Yeah.
There was no shake. There was no handshake or anything.
handshake, but
No contract written. He might have had his fingers crossed behind his back.
You saw his fingers the whole time.
okay, good.
I didn't know.
He was going at those grapes like nobody's business.
He doesn't notice whether or not Tenzin wears shoes, but he notices whether or not someone's fingers are visible. You have odd priorities.
What? Eye level.
Yes. Yes. So,
I think we need to go in and do the deal, but be prepared for a fight.
Well, I mean, I think you guys should stay outside and if you
In the
see any crazy
storeroom.
lights or anything.
in the storeroom. We could be in the storeroom.
Yes, we could be in
Oh,
the
then the
storeroom.
Buddhas will get you.
Well, we shoot the Buddhas then.
Well, so their barrier stops things. It's a barrier.
But
they
you said
can
there was
reach
3
out
of them.
between them.
We have to
So-
get in 3 of them. There's only 1 in the storage room.
Man, Tiger would be so good. He would ride on the back of one of them and.
So
I
the
don't
way
know, that's-
triangle.
And then things, and then everyone gets sad for a minute.
Yes, I was gonna say, oh no. you
I
brought
will
up
ride on the
Tiger
back
again.
of, in honor of Tiger, I will ride on the back of a Buddha.
I'm not making eye contact with Dimitri. I'm still looking directly.
But we need Gwendolyn.
If Helen makes a face like that's a great idea, I'll consider it. But I don't think that's
No.
Okay.
All right.
Well, you've got a little help because we have 500 bits from Dead Boy to find the other squirrels safely because only children are allowed to drive their father nuts.
There you go.
There's a dad joke for you. Oh, man.
So close.
Oh, nice.
Okay, you'll
I
need those
need this
bits
one
to
for
see-
tomorrow.
I guess, wait, that wasn't a dad joke. That was a dead
Dead
joke.
joke.
See what I
That
Boy
was both.
joke.
It was both and so much worse.
So, I mean, gosh, there's
Okay, let's go make this trade.
curation. Anything we can know about in the museum? Is there anything else?
Oh, there's probably other magical things in there. Sure, he probably set up other traps.
What
Is
the
that what
heck?
you're asking?
Yes.
What kind of weapons do we have?
I hold up a big stick.
I've got my pistol and I've got my big stick. This could help.
Okay, let's go.
I go knock on.
All right, you're not gonna.
Make like a little bit of an objection, and then I just take a couple steps back.
You hear fuming.
There's a second of silence, then a heavy sigh come over, open the door. What?
We're going to go and make the trade.
Good luck, don't die.
If it doesn't work, we might die.
She just told you not to.
Yeah, you can't now.
Well,
Dilemmas.
I-
Because of morality.
Do you have
do I have...
a firearm?
Yes. I'm not very good with it, but I have a firearm.
Should we bring the flute and the drums?
Sorry, what? Where did you
I'm
come
coming up.
from?
I came over. I came over because I needed to.
We are not taking the flute and the drum anywhere near a Tokapaya.
All right.
That
all
is
right.
incredibly stupid.
I was trying to think of more things that we could do. Thank you.
This was supposed to be a time jump. This whole thing was just supposed to be a time jump.
I mean, if we knew any like quick release spells or abilities, then sure. But what those things do is what we did all night to make
Right,
them.
right,
It's not a
right.
quick thing, and then we would give it to them, and he would be fine. He would be so happy.
All right. Well, we won't bring them anywhere near. Just trying to think of more weapons.
I just want to make it very clear that we are about to walk into a place that is owned, controlled, and known by a Tokapaya, with very few weapons that we're any good at. We are going to walk into a trap and probably die. I need you to understand that before we do this.
But we'll have each other's backs.
Great, we can all die together. That's not actually a good thing.
One of us is destined to complete the ritual, like killing Tenzin.
There were things that were on that wall that never came to pass. There was a picture up there of us actually fighting the vampire in that building where we first discovered that there were weird things in the world. That didn't happen. Just because it's painted on the wall doesn't mean that it's going to happen. We could die tonight.
So we could just send Eugene then to get his children.
We certainly could.
If Eugene is off in the distance, and he's kind of like Malcolm, like I thought that was the plan.
Okay then.
All right.
I mean,
No, you're right. You're right. I always want to help.
well, sometimes things that look like help aren't. And frankly, he's made his bed.
4 of them.
5, counting his own.
He didn't make his own.
Those children are so helpful.
So you're going alone? Is that
I think so.
I was gonna go in alone.
okay? Well, it sounds like nobody's going with you now.
I mean, I was.
You come down to the lobby and you're like,
I was.
Yeah.
When if they
I'm
close the
gonna-
door, it's like I'd like for them to wait outside, and if something happens,
It's-
notify my next of kin.
That I can do.
I'll go to the storeroom.
Oh no,
Okay.
don't go inside.
Yeah.
Okay.
But on the way over, I am going to ask Franklin, to go through the hole. Ask if you can go through the hole. Can you go through the hole? Can you avoid being seen? And keep an eye on the situation. If it looks like the Tokapai is going to betray us, can you shred his ankles off?
yes, Father.
Okay, and finish him off if you can, but at least make sure he has no ankles. The bare minimum. If I'm gonna die,
Your
should
feet need to be intact, just separated
Just
from the rest.
start at the ankles, work your way up, make it horrible.
Yes, Father.
Okay, thank you. That's all I ask. See, I'm a good father.
In
So-
what universe is telling your child
This
to
one!
kill someone a good father?
In the Cthulhu one! When it's a Tokapaya, you were willing to burn the building down.
Oh.
I didn't say that made me a good mother.
I took it that way.
was
I
implicit.
Yeah.
I'm
But you'd be a good mother if you did it.
That's what a good mother would do.
Yeah.
To all the children.
All the
fear.
world's children. So there's a sad little montage of like a kind of almost dirge-like procession through the streets of Peshawar with you and holding Franklin's hand. And
No,
sort of-
I'm still.
He's still holding him.
Yeah.
You carrying Franklin, and sort of the three of you kind of trailing behind. Nobody making eye contact. Sort of heads down. It is.
No, I'm getting glares.
Yeah.
Getting glares.
It's almost midnight. There is a mist around. It is a chilly night, but it is dark. The street lights are little oases of light that you sort of travel between as you make your way there, and you come to the museum and the front door is open.
Yeah, I'm going through the back.
All right, you go around the back and the back door is open,
Yeah, and I'll tell Franklin.
and all the lights are on in the museum.
Yeah, I'll tell. Damn it. I'll tell Franklin to
Yeah, he hops out.
count to
and he-
10 or something and wait for me to go inside.
Okay.
Hopefully they'll be watching me instead.
Yeah, you go in the storeroom and you see the storeroom door is open to the museum, and sitting in a chair is Mr. Dar, and standing next to him is that police officer, the Sikh police officer, but he's standing super stiff and not moving, and as you get closer, his eyes are completely white. And in a little tiny pyramid of that barrier are your three children.
Oh, they're in this dimension.
Yep. And he
All
says,
right. Yeah, I'm going to kind of walk a ways away from the door to try and kind of do a little turn just to give Franklin
Right.
an opportunity.
"Oh, you have
All
returned."
Heavy step, everything obnoxious to clank with my walking
This
stick.
guy seems like he is not noticed. He's just sort of, he's fixated on you, and he says, "Have you brought me what I asked for?"
He didn't own it for long, but let me know if this will suffice. And I walk over and I hand him.
He reaches out, he takes it, and when he touches it, there's like a little spark.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I shuffled my feet a little bit.
"This will do nicely. Our bargain is complete." And he waves his hand, and your kids, the thing holding them, like scoots along the floor into the storeroom and then disappears, and they hit the ground.
Okay,
You may go.
scamper forward and collect them all up. I'll carry them out.
And he he starts to walk up to his office, and then he turns around and he says, "And you may go." And the like police officer like kind of shakes his head and looks around and then just walks out the front door.
Okay, and I'll glance around for Franklin,
He's in the storeroom.
and I'll motion my head towards the hole in the wall.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, you come out with all four of your children.
Okay. That wasn't so bad for me.
And unless anybody else wants to do anything, we'll
I mean, I will.
Burn the museum down.
I will mention he had a police officer mind controlled for protection.
That tracks.
Does it mean he was afraid?
That's what I'm thinking.
But-
Burn down
No.
no.
It's hard to burn stucco. I mean, you can do it.
I mean,
Need to get a lot of petrol and.
Well, why not run him through the wood chipper that is your children?
I'm not gonna risk my babies.
then you should not risk us either.
No, I'm talking about burning from the outside.
No, no. I mean,
No.
no.
Okay,
No.
just asking.
No, it's a museum.
And also, Dimitri's right. You put us at risk as well.
No, I told you to stay outside.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean
I-
with him being able to track the llama?
Yes.
Oh.
With
yeah.
him being able to track us. So you're willing to put us at risk.
You've never had children before.
Nor do I want them, apparently. Anyway, I have you. You're close enough.
He will need diapers soon.
Oh, God.
Oh, there's a glare. Glare towards you.
So what follows now is that month-long time zip as we kind of move through your time in India as you prepare for your journey into Tibet. A few things that happen. One afternoon, you are damn it,
Helen.
Who?
Helen.
Thank you.
Podcast. Helen, you
It's a great
are.
podcast. We don't know who he's talking about.
The reviews. He just keeps saying you, you. Helen.
Yes.
You are out one day, and a gentleman introduces himself with a card,
Oh.
and he says, "Excuse me, my impertinence. You are trying to get to Tibet, yes?"
It sounds like it might be fun.
It is perhaps that I have a means. He's clearly Russian. We have a service to get people into Tibet without being seen,
Oh.
and you and your friends have been fairly obvious in your attempts to gain access, and so if you would assist myself and my compatriots, we would be more than happy to gain you access to Tibet.
How could we assist you?
When you are in Tibet, we would simply ask that you make a small delivery.
A delivery
Yes.
of to who or what?
We would ask you to bury something. Not. It is nothing untoward.
But when you say it like that, it sounds like it could be something bad.
No, it is something. How do you say in English? Sovershenye, mystical.
Oh, I see. I will have to ask.
Of course.
And this card will help me get
Yeah.
in touch.
Yes. There is a. You can telegram. We are in Darjeeling. But our ship is outside of Darjeeling.
All right. And may I ask how you found out about this? Did somebody?
You have been running all over India trying to get into Tibet. I was born at night. I was not born last night.
I understand. Well,
If we can be mutually of assistance to each other, this is good.
all right. And I'll look at the card. Does it have a name on it or anything?
It says Arkady, Arkady, Mikhailovich, Yurstin.
And you are
I am Arkady.
Katie. Well,
I am a member of the Sovershenye Nevyez Nimach Proyeshestvi.
I know a little bit of Russian.
You can make a Russian roll.
Yeah, let me try.
Oh, that looks
Oh
like
yeah,
a good roll.
I got it. I got 14.
All right.
So yes, I figured it out.
So it is.
Yes.
It is the Commission on Unknown Activities.
Huh.
That needs to be more vague.
The Department of the Unnatural.
Yes, Commission on Activities. Well, that does sound interesting.
Yes. Well, less so now that the Soviets have taken my country.
Oh, so that's good to know. Anti-Soviet as well.
Yes.
All right. Well, appreciate this. I will need to talk to my companions.
Of course.
And
You may find, and there's an address on there, so
Okay.
you may telegram or find us in Darjeeling.
all right. That sounds. Thank you for
Of course.
this. And
So you,
Dos vidania.
Gwendolyn, through official, you actually have papers to allow you access to Tibet.
Okay.
Unfortunately, there's nothing in there for, my Gwendolyn and crew. But you can legally enter Tibet. But he'll tell you, Mr. Name I never remember.
Studwick.
Mr. Studwick will tell you that Stedwick. I think
Strudwick.
Strudwick. Mr. Strudwick will tell you that it's impossible to get a Russian or Russian and American any entry into Tibet through legal means. He's like, just sneak in. Everyone else does.
Well, yes. But if we get caught, at the very least, this might help a little. We'll see. Thank you very much for your assistance, sir.
Of course. And so, yeah, you over the course of a month, you travel across India from Peshawar to Darjeeling, because Darjeeling is the easiest access. So now we'll
I do tell the team that I was accosted in the street, very nicely though, from a
Accosted in the street nicely. How exactly does that happen?
politely accosted.
politely accosted. Well, it was a Russian non-Soviet Arcady, and I'll give you the things
Yeah, the card is
Yes.
It's his name, Arkady Mikhailovich Yurstin.
Yurstin.
And he is a member of the Commission on Unknown Activities. And make me an occult roll.
Is that under O's?
Yes, at the very bottom of the page.
No.
All right. Yeah. I mean, it seems kind of like a governmental. This looks like a governmental business card.
And it was very nice, but he said we could telegram and they would help us get in.
Oh, sorry,
But-
but one other thing. It is a Tsarist business card. So this card predates.
I had no
But-
mystical connection at that
No.
time. So
Yeah.
I'm just like,
But the one thing they did say was that they wanted us to deliver something and bury it for them. Now, you said it wasn't untoward or anything like that.
But something being smuggled into a country and buried.
Well, we're
doesn't
smuggling
sound-
ourselves anyway, so that doesn't bother. But the buried part, he said it was mystical. He said it was mystical. It sounds like what we can do.
Well, I mean,
We've done it.
Literally anyone can take something and bury it. That doesn't require any mystical ability. I'm just worried about what it might do.
Well, yeah, there was that. That's why I didn't say, oh, yeah, sure. I had to talk to the team.
Commission of the Unnatural.
Do you know them at all?
No. But a Russian who sneaks people into Tibet. Commission of the Unnatural. Russian warship in the sky. Maybe we...
Wow, how did you get there?
Indeed.
Actually, I think I can see that.
Oh,
Oh, yes. Warship.
oh.
I mean, Tibet is pretty well closed off to a lot of things. Maybe it's not just natural things that it's closed off to.
Oh.
But if you fly a ship in, it would be seen. Unless you cover it with a sandstorm or something.
Or paint it blue.
You know the sky isn't actually perfectly blue, right? It would still stand out.
Yeah. I hear you.
I think this is... And you have papers to get in.
Mhm.
Do they need to stamp those papers when you enter?
Do I know that? If there's...
No, it just says that you are allowed entry.
Okay.
So, at absolute worst, if we do get caught, and
Everybody else hide.
And you claim not to know us.
essentially, yes. If the plan is to get in, get the thing, and get back out,
Is this where we do the ritual? In Tibet?
I don't believe
No, this
so.
is where we get the scroll for the ritual.
So you do. So yeah, this is where you're going to get the scroll, and then you're going to head from there. Actually, you are going to a place called Pimlico in Tibet.
Oh, so we are doing the ritual in Tibet. Heck.
This is promising. I would like to meet this RKD to size him
Well,
up.
they said they would be in Darjeeling. They have on the card.
I think that my concern is that this might be another Tokapaya.
No.
Oh,
Well, we might be able to
Since
use.
we know that there is more than one.
We might be able to use the mirror to see him. If so,
How does that work?
I didn't really look into it.
Yeah, I looked into it, the mirror, several times, and now I cannot look into another mirror. So, just saying. There is limited times you can look into the mirror. If you roll like garbage.
Well, for me, it was the one time.
yeah.
So here's Dirge. That's where you're headed for the publishing. Down here is Darjeeling. Pimako is actually on the way. Here's Pimako.
So we have to go there and come back.
Yeah. They're relatively close to each other.
Relatively, yeah.
Dirge and Pimako.
You know, I'm going to take a break right here because we just got rated.
Oh,
So
Hello, friends. Welcome.
Rep RPG.
wow.
Probably
That's the
also-
first time I've heard.
Yeah, thank you. We are playing Call of Cthulhu, Children
Yeah.
of Fear, and now is a great time for you to enter our giveaway.
Ah.
Hashtag Chaos. We probably should have drawn it already, but
Well.
we waited just for you.
That's right. So if you put hashtag chaos in the chat right now, you'll be entered in a chance to win this awesome Argent Sword, which refers to a previous campaign,
Yes.
Irish whiskey glass. If continental U.S.?
Yes.
Yeah, continental U.S.
Coffee.
You know what? You can
Oh, did I put Irish whiskey?
you can put Irish whiskey in any vessel.
Yeah, don't put a lot in there, I guess. That would even-
That's just what a mug is for.
It comes in a bottle already.
So, so yeah, you arrive in Darjeeling, and regardless, if you're however you're gonna get in, you're gonna go through Darjeeling. If you're gonna go conventionally, you're gonna need to get a caravan here. If you're gonna go in another way, you need to talk to some people.
Well, we should probably at least talk to him and see if we can get a read on him. I mean, maybe he is just a perfectly normal Russian person walking around accosting people in the streets to go and bury something weird in the middle of a country that's closed off to everyone.
Look, we've all done it at times.
She neglected to mention how he found you.
Ow.
So yes, have you fixed the
Do I
mirror?
have time to
the
get a
mirror?
frame for the mirror just to hold it together?
Sure, yeah.
And then put like a razor blade along the top so I can cut myself?
Sure.
There you go.
Does it require blood?
Does
I
now.
don't know.
Or is it?
Street shitty potty.
It is. It is not declared blood before. Required blood before, but
Well, it's broken now, so
Yeah.
so it needs a little bit of extra oomph.
yeah, it's like the gory version of that Japanese.
I do like a pin or something, so I was gonna want to slash my hand each time. That's no fun.
I mean, first don't slash your hand. That's where all the tiny tendons are, and I will actually smack you.
No,
Ow.
too late. Too little, too late.
I
But
know.
yeah, you have not used the mirror. You don't know if it functions.
Oh, I remember it functioning.
Well, all
I
right.
kind of hope it doesn't, but it depends on what I see in there.
Great point. So yeah, you set up a meeting with this Arcady fellow. So they have a little office, and he's there alone. On the wall is a picture of a ship you recognize very well. It's the one you saw in the sandstorm.
I just tap it.
Yeah.
This is gonna be mystical Russian shield, isn't it?
And he'll say, "Oh, well, it is very nice to meet the rest of you. I suppose that you told them,
Yes, and we wanted to meet you.
of course."
How do I take out the mirror and ask if I can screen him in a way that isn't insane? How are we gonna do this? How are we gonna? I'm asking.
Can I look at you in this mirror?
No.
I mean, he is for the Office of Unnatural Affairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you just say that straight out.
Yeah.
Would you mind if I did a quick ritual to make sure you're not a part of some sort of? Oh, how? I look at unspeakable evil.
We are being followed and tracked by Tokapai.
I don't know what that is.
Generals of something. I really don't know either. I just
Fear.
kind of.
Generals of fear.
I see. Well,
Let's see if there's any in here. Let's just it's just.
but please, whatever. I am open to anything that you need to do to trust.
Yeah. He's gonna realize pretty quickly Eugene has no clue what he's doing. He's gonna take out the 3 bowls that he has because apparently those help.
All right,
And
yeah.
he'll start chanting Shri Chitty Potty.
And you're like, are you poking your finger and like dripping blood on the mirror? Or
Oh
anything?
yeah, trying to get it down the.
If he warned us that he was going to be like doing a full-on ritual, I would have at least brought the drum to try and add a little bit
Yeah.
of.
All right, you bust out the drum. All right. So the drum and the flute are
Yep.
both playing, and this Arcadi's just like. This is a show. He gets a little concerned when you cut yourself, and there's
Just a
blood
little
on the
bit,
thing.
Yeah.
I don't think it actually requires blood. I will be quiet. I don't think it requires blood.
Oh, you were doing it wrong.
I don't like mirrors now. Maybe it needed blood.
Ah,
Blood
that's-
magic is very powerful.
Well, certain dual body dancing skeleton
Make me a pow roll.
convinced me. Ah!
Oh, that's a very good roll.
Hey, yeah, that is a. Oh.
He's thinking about spending luck.
I thought about it, but it's against my religion.
All right, so
it's just going to be a hard success.
all right, with a hard success, you hold up the mirror and you see an image of this guy who is simultaneously younger and older because
I
his
see all time at once.
his facial features are younger, but he has a long, scraggly beard, and his eyes are just sunken with hunger. Like his entire face is just, and he is, he and a bunch of other people are on a ship, and they are. It looks like they're sailing in the sky away from somewhere that is blowing up. There's a lot of fighting and stuff. And just a profound sadness.
Okay. I don't think he's one of them. And I'll wrap up my hand and put the bowls away, all that good stuff.
What is the mirror?
Oh God, it's spice melange. What is it?
It's called a malong.
Melange. It's a mirror. I
don't know what that is.
I probably don't even say it correctly.
Right.
Unless someone corrects me.
Isn't it spice melange?
It's a malong. And I'll wrap up the drum and the.
And this was
flute.
This was wonderful.
Just carefully don't show him what.
Right.
What
Right.
the
Yep.
But you flew on a ship.
Well, I'm glad that we are skipping right to the uncomfortable part. This is good. Yes, my compatriots and I have a flying vessel. The Rasputin. We were inspectors for the Tsar, and when the Soviets took over our country, we fled. And we have hidden where we can. But we still seek for objects of power that will allow us to overthrow the Soviets.
So what is it that you are having us, that you wish for us to bury in Tibet? And if you have a flying ship, why can't you just go and do it yourselves?
Well, very good question. It is a skull that we wish buried.
All right.
And
I mean,
You
Gwendolyn
said
doesn't even blink at that.
Oh,
at
I was
this
going to say, you
point.
said it wasn't untoward.
I just
Who
look
is
at
using the skull drum? Is what I want to know.
I was. I just
She
look-
was using the femur horn.
I just look at her and I look very pointedly at the flute in her hands, like.
But
This skull is a barrier device to stop the scrying. The Soviets try to find us. They watch us, and they try to use the mysticism. I feel I can tell you, friends, the Soviets work with aliens.
This guy's crazy.
No.
The Soviets have made agreements with those who live in the stars,
There are people in the stars?
not people.
Oh.
Creatures.
Intelligent worms.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Yes.
Oh.
And the Soviets work with them, and they give the Soviets information. They find this information through mystical means. And so we use these skulls to block.
How do you tune the skull to block? We have people that are watching us. Maybe we need to make our own skull.
Well, on that note, how far have I gotten with being taught the anti-scrying ritual from Tenzin?
Pretty far. I mean, it cooled off a little bit there as you were sort of, there was some discomfort.
Yeah.
But you feel like you're getting there.
I mean, the question that follows is, do I feel like I know enough to kind of inspect this and get an
Did
idea?
Tenzin come along? Nope, Tenzin did not come along.
Okay.
You have no idea. I mean, it sounds like it sounds like, part of Tenzin's anti-scrying is mobile and local. Whereas this is like, it seems planted and global, and not in the entire globe sense, but in a large, area of effect sense.
would it protect us as we are moving it toward, or does it have to be buried before?
No, it must be buried.
Ah.
Is there a specific position that you require it to be
Or
buried?
anything that needs to be done to be activated, or is it already?
No, the ritual has already been performed for the skull. There is a location that would be the most central.
Ah, yes. But from my perspective, I see no reason why we wouldn't.
And we
accept this trade.
would ferry you into the country on the Rasputin.
I have seen the ship fly before.
You have seen the Rasputin?
You flew overhead in a sandstorm.
Yes,
2 months ago, 3?
in Taklamakan.
Yes.
Would I be able to have a look at its engine, how it works?
Of course.
Okay. Well,
It is in the mountains outside of town.
Can we?
It seems we are all on mystic quests.
Very good. The four of you?
And one more.
Plus
Really?
4 children.
For children?
I'm sorry. 4 dolls.
For dolls?
One of these days, you need to put you out a window.
They are mystical children.
All children are mystical and special.
But mine are particularly mystical and special.
God's above.
I have many questions. Are these children know rituals?
They know things sometimes.
Are they powerful?
Why are you looking at me?
Because you're the one I'm most uncomfortable by.
Just
I'm going to be careful about what I say around you.
Yeah, Gwendolyn's just watching you, hands folded under her chin with one eyebrow raised. Well, are they?
They're incredibly helpful children.
Oh, wait, I realized I was not supposed to say that. I am sorry.
Well, we're past that.
And it's too early for the vodka to get blamed.
Oh, it's
Easy.
not too late to get started.
But we can have some vodka to christen this deal.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
So how large is
Dimitri slides in a picture.
this skull? Will it protect all of Tibet from this scrying, or is it just this one specific spot?
It will protect the valley. The valley around Pemako.
Could the ritual on it be expanded? Could it be built upon in any way without compromising the existing?
I'm not certain. This is how we learned it. It depending on the worth of the skull, there are the energy of the life of the skull determines the radius of the protection.
But do you think that adding additional, like you're attempting to protect against a specific source? Is that correct, or you don't know exactly? You just did the ritual. And...
We're not sure how. This is not a fine-tuned tool.
With our group, we have something of an expert. Would he be able to take a look at this? Perhaps.
Of course.
He could,
If you can make our powers more effective, this is something we are very interested in.
Ooh.
Now, these children you were saying. Is it?
I wasn't. That was.
Is it safe to bring children on such a journey?
They are not in danger.
They are these.
Where's that vodka?
No, he's probably right. The children will not be in danger. I'm quite sure.
They were kidnapped earlier, but
They were kidnapped.
against the thing that I'm trying to protect.
Oh, these general fears.
Yes.
Yes.
I see. Well, this is. This is extraordinary. Perhaps we can all be of. This can be a very mutually beneficial relationship.
Yes.
Well, it seems that the more that we dig, the more unusual and unnatural things that we find. So probably best to find out as much as possible.
Now, I should warn you. This is about after about 3 vodkas.
Bottles?
I should warn you. This will be. We have not ventured into Tibet. This will push the Rasputin to its limits.
Well, again, on the mechanics side of things, maybe there's something I can do to help. I'm not
Yes.
entirely proficient.
Evgeny is our mechanic,
Oh, I'd love to.
our engineer, I should say. We have a crew of 12.
How do you mean that it's going to push it to its limits? It was flying over the sandstorm earlier, wasn't it?
Yes, but we are flying into the Himalayas.
Oh.
Oh.
Are you able to go through any of the passes, or is that going to be too close to people?
Yes, the visibility is a problem. We try, not entirely successfully, we try to not be seen as much as possible because a flying boat is sort of conspicuous.
I need to build 100 smoke machines.
Yeah. So we need to
Fine.
fly where people aren't. That's what you're
Yes.
saying.
Yes, and luckily, Tibet is mostly where people aren't.
Right.
But it is quite high. Even the valley is a mile above sea level, is very high.
Goodness gracious.
And it will be very cold, and the air will be very thin.
Ooh.
Oh, I've heard about that.
Yes, the altitude will not be our friend. But as far as we know, Tibet has no air force and very little military, so we are not in any danger in that regard.
Right.
What happens if someone sees us?
I mean, there's very little we can do.
Probably very little they can do as well.
Right.
Well,
Yes.
until we land.
Well, I mean,
Assuming anyone believes them.
yes,
I
your friend saw
apologize,
us,
by the way.
and
Do I owe you any money?
I don't know.
I don't remember if you bet on whether
Yeah.
the.
I mean, internally, That a lot.
Probably an apology would suffice.
That just did that one right there.
There you
but-
go.
And so he will pull out a map and he'll show you that they are going. So Lhasa here is the capital of Tibet, and he's like, do not go near Lhasa because that is where, if you don't have permits, that is where they mostly check the border and Lhasa. We will let you off in the valley here. The valley is named. What is the name of the valley? It is
Valley number 3.
It is not. Is it named? Is it just named Dirge?
That makes sense. Dirge Valley.
Well, if anyone does need to go into Lhasa, I have papers and Tenzin's from there, so.
I don't think Tenzin is
Kham. Kham is the name of the valley.
The rural area.
Kham. Maybe Cam.
So, I mean, this sounds wonderful. I do have a question.
Yeah.
We fought a vampire before, but these
Vampire.
yes, it was a strange hopping vampire. It seems like it was a terrible way to maneuver, but he did it anyway. Do you have any weapons that work in more powerful creatures that have magic?
We are not soldiers. We seek for mystical weapons that will aid us. We have found very little. We have found this tool that allows us to conceal, hopefully, our work. We are slowly building a network. We are trying to get the British to assist us, but they think we're crazy.
Well, to be fair, if we hadn't already seen everything that we have, I would have joined that cacophony. But seeing is believing, they say.
Yes. Well, I suggest you take a day or two and prepare yourselves for this journey. Warm clothing. Although once you are in Kham, it will be somewhat warmer. Hopefully. It is it is spring, which is good time to visit. Less cold. But prepare, and one challenge you will have is that it will be very difficult to get pack animals without the proper papers. But I'm sure you are clever people, you will figure it out. I take it from what we have discussed now that we will not wait for you. This is one-way trip.
Oh, yeah.
Well, if they haven't much of an army, the worst that they'll do once everything's done is throw us out.
Yeah.
So
That is what they do to most explorers.
then yes, I think that a one-way trip in would be.
That is much safer for us.
And we do not wish to put you in danger.
And we greatly appreciate your service in planting this beacon.
Space worms, you say?
Yeah,
Do they have a name?
I do not know it.
How did you get the information on me?
We have spies in the Soviets. Still, who are loyal to the Tsar. May he rest.
Yes. Okay.
And I'm sure that we can discuss more of this on the trip.
Yes.
You can all make psychology rolls.
Yes, please.
Can we?
58.
You may attempt.
No.
All right, yeah.
Can I?
This guy seems
Yeah,
100%
no.
sane.
Do it.
I mean, we wouldn't be able to tell the difference.
100.
This guy's insane.
Cool.
Like, everything short of... Like, you look at him, and his eyes just start to go,
Okay.
Did anyone make it?
nope.
We opposite made it.
I'll spend a luck to make it.
Oh, all right.
Why would you do that?
Yeah, can I just reroll?
Yeah, reroll.
Yeah, we've got
Yeah.
inspiration for days.
So much.
Oh, that was almost...
Oh, God.
Hey, podcast listeners, there's some ASMR for you.
So sorry.
Decent podcast, really loud bomb.
That's going to take a star off the review right
That's
there.
right there.
do I spend luck to make hard?
Yes.
No.
No, it's a regular.
All right, you made the success.
He's Russian. He's completely sane.
He sounds just like me, actually.
Just saying, well, you know.
I like this guy.
He confirmed the ship. I think you have a predisposition towards like. He told me the ship.
Like this man, you know, this guy has like the 1,000-yard stare of just like he's seen some stuff and lived a hard life.
I've seen that.
I have seen that before we got rid of all of the mirrors as well.
Yeah. But you know, you don't. I mean, everything he says sounds great.
Yeah.
You're a little worried about the whole asking so many questions about the children. You know.
Yeah. They sound like great weapons to me.
Yes.
I sound like a terrible parent, but the thought came up of like, oh, we won't get pack animals, and I'm like, am I sure like ants? How much can they carry? Can they carry 10 times their body? Can they do that? Is that a bad thing for me
Little kid, they're just these 4 little figures with like massive bundles.
Just get like one of those Egyptian like things for the pharaoh.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
A lowrider?
Yeah.
Pelican? What is it?
Yeah,
There you
the
go.
pole is on each of their shoulders.
Just scraping against rocks. And really uncomfortable.
You need hydraulics.
There you go.
Stars and stars.
They are hydraulic.
They are. It's true. They are hydraulics. I kind of want to call the episode "They Are Hydraulics."
No, don't.
Do it.
I'm sorry. I take it all back.
Too late.
If only watched Thomas spell hydraulics.
There's an A and a U in it.
Look at that! Wow, he's coming for you, Alondra. So yeah, you spend a couple days, and everybody knock off a silver dollar, and you get very comfortable, warm clothes, and you get some food and stuff. You don't buy a whole bunch because you don't have pack animals.
Right.
And they probably don't sell like air tank scuba gear
Nope.
in this area.
Yeah, well, and I will point out once we're away from our Russian friend that I do have the appropriate papers. So if we need to obtain pack animals, I don't speak the language, but I can go into town and possibly into Lhasa, even if we're close to there, and get animals and supplies.
Oh, awesome.
Is there doing research, do we know if there's anything of like that is small and tradable? Like, are they into gems?
Oh, cigars.
Any?
They can't get enough.
You can make a library use roll. Sure.
Can I join that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's
Let's try dice that didn't give me 100.
You guys are wasting time when we need to prepare to.
33 regular success.
All right. And what did you get? No. Okay.
Can I do it too?
Of course.
I'm library. Whoop-a-choo-boo. Nope.
All right. So you find an article about Tibet introduces new currency from about 1912. The Dalai Lama, when he declared independence from China, he created paper money called the tam, and so their currency is called the tam.
All right.
You get that. The tam only exists in Lhasa. Like everywhere else, it's paper, and they don't know what to do with it. And you will get that the best things to barter are blankets, food, and pack animals, but also weapons. But weapons are technically illegal in the country, so you want to be careful about that bartering.
Sure. So I'll pass that along to the others. I mean, I don't know. Maybe we make a stop in Lhasa. I make a stop in Lhasa.
Oh, sorry. You also get that having foreign coin on your person, depending on the amount, having foreign currency on your person, could, if you're Tibetan, could lead to the death penalty. They are very against any foreign money.
Do I find out if there is any kind of exchange that can happen in Lhasa?
Possibly in Lhasa would be the only place.
Right.
But it would be for that paper money.
Right. Which then we could use to buy pack animals, blankets, and whatever to barter when we're further away from Lhasa.
Quite possibly, yes.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's going to be a chain of dealing with stuff because, I mean, we don't have the room to bring...
One other challenge. You're getting dropped
Just
off.
all of these
In the
things.
middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
You're getting dropped off here. Lhasa is all the way over here.
We're going to have to march over there.
How far is that?
It's like a month away.
Ooh.
Lots
Oh.
of water, lots of jerky.
Relatively close, he says.
I mean,
I mean, we also need to like pack, make sure we've got, oil and lanterns and canteens and.
But Tenzin will give us all the peaches we need.
Okay.
Oh, we'll eat him.
He is jerky.
I do rant
Yeah.
to Tenzin. While they're doing that, I'm telling Tenzin about this skull and if he knows anything else like that.
I'd very much like to see this skull.
Yeah.
It's interesting. The ritual that you and I are working on is local. It is only focused on the mirror.
What I was thinking, if we could piggyback, if there was a way to do it without disrupting theirs, if we could expand it, we could block out all of the detection from the Children of Fear.
That's interesting. With the instruments, it's possible we have enough power.
Oh, and we have the bowls, too.
And the bowls, yes. Huh. Well, we'll take a look at this skull. Should we do the drawing?
Yeah, let's. Oh, we did.
We did the drawing.
Chad won.
Chad won!
Chad won.
Wow,
All
congratulations, Chad. Chad Barr, I think
Barr.
he is in the.
Awesome.
Congratulations. That's an easy delivery. I might be seeing him tomorrow, so I
Oh,
can.
wow.
There you
Oh,
go.
we'll
Yeah.
send it
You're
with you
just
then.
trying to steal. You just want to drink Irish whiskey, don't you?
More than anything.
And you can't do it without one of these.
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's,
I think actually Rachel went through a phase where she was like, she thought maybe, oh God, no. But we had,
no, go on.
after she watched The Big Lebowski and then got into White Russians.
that's kind of close. No, but we have like weird pre-mixed mixed drink things sitting on,
Oh.
you know,
good.
you know how things sit on the top of your fridge and just disappear?
Yeah.
They're sitting up there.
See, that's what needs
Oh.
a giveaway.
You can't mail alcohol.
No, but this is the stuff to add to the alcohol, right? Or is this
No,
pre-
it's
already got
pre-made,
the
yeah.
alcohol in it.
Ah.
Give it away to me.
I mean,
Maybe I'll bring him to the studio next week.
Oh, there you go.
White Claw is just pre-mixed
Yeah?
tonic and vodka.
I've been discovering the hard seltzers that I actually like.
I love hard seltzers.
We're not going off
I
on
don't-
a tangent.
I don't drink. It's not movie talk, so we're fine. Although watch Miss Marvel. It's fantastic.
Yes.
Oh, I've heard so many good
Yes.
things.
Do
It
it.
is
Do it.
my second favorite Marvel thing after Agent Carter.
Ooh.
Oh.
Okay.
Agent Carter's still the best.
Oh, yeah.
Agent Carter's
Agent
amazing.
Carter's epic.
But Miss Marvel, fantastic.
So lots of equipment, enough, but not too much.
Right, you
that I
buy
can't carry
everything
it.
you can carry,
Yes.
essentially, which is less than you want.
Yeah.
Especially in terms of food and water.
Water's the scary one.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
We're gonna have to just fill canteens.
so the good news is you do a little research on Tibet in the time you have, and the Calm Valley tends to have a lot of rivers, and
Okay.
We're going in spring, and I'm figuring the snow is
Yeah,
melting.
there's
We're
gonna
have
be,
to boil
you know,
a lot of.
fresh water is less of a you're not so concerned about, and hopefully it's not the weather's not going to be so terrible. So you get reasonable equipment for that.
Good.
And
do
so
do we know, like asking Tenzin, if we're gonna have to like climb any mountains or
oh yes,
Damn it!
Oh, goody.
so
Can't do that.
mountain climbing gear?
Tibet is a mountainous country.
Going back to my
But there aren't
question
stairs
about
carved.
how much my children can carry. They pull me up.
Oh.
You just lie on their back and they're all.
Well, no. If there's something where it's like, my leg gives me trouble. It's
you
like,
scooch
can
up
you
and then-
pull me
yeah.
up the rope?
Send them up to knock pitons into the rock and just like.
Like,
use
I'll
those
do
to
my
pull you
best.
up.
I'm not going to be a complete
Well, that's
hindrance,
awesome.
but I'm also not making it up a mountain. So,
You have not done any stress tests of their abilities.
you know what? I'll do it when it matters. Nothing can go wrong with
And
that.
again, Eugene, I can break that leg and reset it if you.
No, you.
I've had doctors look at it already.
I would probably kill you, so it's a good idea. I mean, not by accident, of course.
Oh, well, yeah.
That's why he says probably.
La, 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 la.
I lean down to one of the children. Protect me from him. Don't let him near me when I'm sleeping.
I can kill him, Father.
Only if he comes near me while I'm sleeping.
Oh, gosh.
To wake me up. No, I don't say that. I know better than to.
Oh, I'm waiting for that one to come back and
No,
bite us
I
in the
would
ass.
never. I don't risk any of the killing with the children because they'll do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they will.
They will.
So you're here in Darjeeling. It's a pretty Darjeeling, you're already in the mountains, and it's much cooler here. It is tea plantation. You can get amazing tea here. There are tea plantations all over because of its climate, and you get all your equipment, and you unfortunately have to slog it all a day's hike up into the mountains. So this is your first test. Tenzin buys nothing and has nothing and is still just wearing his usual outfit with no shoes, as you now notice every time you see him.
I'll give them like medium sacks.
Are you having the children?
I mean, when
so,
we get further up.
so Arcady is walking with you. He's marching with you.
Oh.
I mean, yeah. I mean, he knows about them.
Yeah, okay. He's like, are those constructs?
Yes,
I don't hit him.
yes, they
I
are.
don't hit him. But I correct him very sternly. No, those are children.
He's gonna make a psychology roll. Of course, children.
Yes, and he knows I believe that with every fiber of my being.
No, he's a little. Yeah, he's backing away a little as he says, "Of course, children."
Eugene has improved his children. He has put faces on them using mechanical.
That improves them.
Oh, given value of improved. Sure.
Yeah, Helen's just not paying
They
attention.
say that in Russian, right? I don't hear that.
Yeah, actually, after the psych roll, he now he only talks about.
Oh, I get a little bit of it. I get a little
I
bit
get
of it.
nothing.
Actually, I'm surprised he hasn't
Excellent.
put knives into their hands. You'd think that would.
Do I hear?
He's gonna make another
Do I hear that?
psychology
Do I hear
roll.
that? Do I hear it?
He stops halfway through. I'm sorry, I can't take you anymore. You're on your
Make
own.
me
I'm
a
gonna see.
Russian
I'm gonna
roll.
see if I hear it. No, I don't. Good.
You think he said that? For some reason, they said the word knives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they're going to have a knife fight.
Sorry, what?
That would not be good. I mean, does he control the constructs?
He is their father, so they see him as their father
So he controls them.
until they get to adolescent age, and then who knows?
This does not concern you.
I hope that we are finished with this mission well before that.
Do they do things he doesn't tell them to do? Do they take free actions? Like drawing a weapon or drinking a potion?
For someone who hates D&D, you make some of the funniest references.
This is awesome.
I don't know. I think sometimes if the request is vague, you don't know exactly the result you get. So he no longer says, "Take care of that for me."
These, he'll switch back to English and he says, with all due respect, I think perhaps when we get to the ship, the children are not around. Maybe, could be disconcerting for the crew.
Okay.
How long are we in the traveling?
We hope with weather and what that we will be in the air about a week.
I'm gonna go to Eugene quietly. And do you think maybe it is worth sharing the scroll? They are looking for weapons in the fight against the Soviets.
Which, you mean that I point at the children? Well, I mean,
is it only limited amount that can be created with the...
I'm gonna lean in. Look, I didn't do the ritual exactly correctly. So what if you were, and there were outside forces, as you know. If you do them properly, they just guard grave sites from grave robbers.
Oh.
I wouldn't know how to recreate this. I mean, I wouldn't be able to. Again, my wife is what.
I'm sorry, what?
My wife is what really brought them to life.
Oh. Well, that is why you care so much for them.
They're all I have left of her.
Oh, geez, now I feel like an asshole.
Well, sometimes.
Yeah. Huh. Okay.
So a day's travel.
And awkwardly.
Well,
yeah.
but Tenzin and I, he's teaching me a ritual for preventing scrying locally. And we are going to look at the, and I'll speak up loudly, and we are going to look at the scroll. We might be able to fine-tune it for you.
At this point, he notices that the Arcady is like noticing that Tenzin is just walking barefoot, and he does his hollers something in Tibetan again. Like as you come up this pass, the wind comes whipping down. Tenzin like gets this kind of charge in his breath, and he like yells something in Tibetan.
And I'll go over to Arcady, and if you haven't noticed, that's his 10th peach. Where's he keeping them?
You will be able to write down many unnatural things.
Yes, it seems so.
When we are finished with our mission, hopefully that we can continue to aid in the overthrow of the Soviets.
This would be wonderful. It is a struggle for the ages.
Yes, I mean, he seems to not care he is walking barefoot, but I crossed much of the desert barefoot because I had to.
As did I.
Yes.
My compatriots and I, we did not. We were barefoot, but we were on the ship. But we had no food. We could not land. We could not land anywhere, and so we. It was a dark. That was a dark time. And he there's a shudder, you know. So after about a day's walk, you come into a mountain glade, and an anchor is dropped, and about 12 feet off the ground is the ship that you saw.
Yeah, as soon as we get close, I'll gather up the kids.
Is there a blimp above it?
No. It is just floating. And there is a ladder that is dropped, a wooden ladder that extends all the way down to the ground.
Yeah, Gwendolyn's just staring with her eyes wide.
This is the Rasputin. This was the first and only flying ship created by our commission.
How does it stay aloft?
That's what I'm going to find out.
Yeah.
We don't really know.
Oh.
I'm probably not going to
I was
find
going
out.
to say, did Rasputin help you make it?
No. He was he was the patron of our commission.
Yes.
He created our commission. He is the one who got all of our money from the Tsar.
Oh, there's no way this is going to go wrong. Sorry, that was player, not character.
Something has to get set on fire, so
and he will in Russian hail the ship, and they will ahoy back, and he says, it is small, we do not have a great deal of space, but we have 2 cabins that are yours.
Perfect.
That will work quite nicely, thank you.
It's clear to you that they're treating this guy like the captain. They give him some deference, and so he takes the ladies and he says, "This was my cabin, please."
Oh.
That's very kind of you.
Thank
Thank you.
Of course. And then you guys also, you have the first mate's cabin. Most of the men, it looks like, sleep in hammocks below decks. It's quite warm below decks thanks to all the machinery and that sort of thing. Make me a mechanical repair roll.
Not actually my strong suit. I'm more electronics, but
All right,
You
well,
want to re-roll it?
no.
This is a
but
good
my
deal.
first thought was pushing it.
haha!
Got these too.
Well, yes, but we're gonna run out of these.
Oh.
I
Gotcha.
will not risk our ride at this point. There's going to be more time to try to pick this thing apart without destroying it, and have someone who has guidance.
So you just do a quick lap around it, and I'll give you with the failed roll. It's like a regular boat. There are propellers on the bottom, which if this boat had been constructed to fly, there would not be. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I shouldn't say that.
And here's like the real question: is there like, is there any exhaust anywhere? Like, is it run? Does it look like it's being run on any sort of conventional
not.
fuel?
There is a smokestack.
Functioning? Is it
I
working?
mean,
but it's not.
But nothing's coming out of
Nothing's
it.
coming out. Does it seem like there's power to it anywhere? Like, is there a light switch?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so it's probably magic. It's probably magic. It's probably a magic. That's in my professional opinion.
Are you just saying this to us? Or?
Yeah.
Tenzin is just like, I like this one, no wheels.
Yep. Normally, this isn't a thing.
Boats don't fly in your world?
It is the only one that does that I am aware of.
Well, this is exciting.
I think the first thing that we'll want to do when we have some free time, though, is go over that skull.
I want to ask him about his world where boats fly.
Yeah.
Arcady, at some point during the walk, Arcady leans over to you and goes, the llama speaks very good Russian.
When he speaks, you hear what you can understand.
That is very useful.
Yes.
So yeah, they'll get you situated, and they say we will leave tomorrow. You wish to see the skull? Here, come with me, and I will show you. He takes you. It looks like
And the llama comes with, right?
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the one who actually knows.
So it looks like, were any of you in the military? No? Okay. Yeah. So Arcady will explain to you that this was a small Russian destroyer that was made for a crew of 50. But we have very little engine work, and we are able to operate with a smaller crew. And thus, we have a little more room than a normal ship would have. And so he'll take you into what, this is the captain's dining room, but also his meeting room. And he will pull out a wooden box, and he'll open the box, and inside the box is a skull. And Tenzin kind of just goes, oh, that's a good one. Very powerful. 13-year-old girl? Murder? Knife? No scalpel. Oh, medical accident.
Oh. Medical accident counts as an accident.
These are all looking at me.
He's like, that's not murder.
That is not murder. That is accident.
Arcady's very confused by the whole rundown.
Doubly uncomfortable.
This is we were told this skull was of great value by a by a Dalsim in one of the boneyards.
Ah.
Well, look at Tenzin. Do you think there's anything that we could do to improve upon it? Or do you think it's already as good as it's going to be?
I think, I mean, I don't know the ritual. It depends on how it interacts with the ritual that you wish to learn. Yeah, I'd need to see the ritual. And that's when Arcady says, we unfortunately have nothing written. We were not able to take our library when we fled.
I would assume that from the other stuff I've kept notes on learning this ritual.
Yeah.
I mean, if got 1 week, if I can learn it, maybe I can pass the information along to them.
This could be quite useful. Yes, but so this skull is buried in. You will find it is buried under a banana tree.
Okay.
A banana tree in Tibet.
Yes,
A specific banana tree, or will any do?
there are no banana. There is. You will find only one banana tree in all of Tibet.
I'm afraid I don't know the growth of.
They are not
Bestiary
native.
bone. All right.
How does it grow?
Is this one of the charnel ground trees?
Yes. Actually, he doesn't say yes. Tenzin says yes.
Oh.
All right. Well,
Once again.
I've been meaning to ask this, Tenzin. I collected some of the branches from the tree at the last charnel ground.
The sandalwood.
No, that was like the
Oh, the
Medusa
monkey.
tree.
Yeah, the
like
Medusa
the wormy
tree.
thing, yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about making a frame for it for the mirror, but then we quickly just got one.
Does
I don't
Tenzin know the mirror's broken?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he left it there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. He dropped it. Yeah.
Yeah. He was shocked with the whole.
Why are you still carrying that?
What?
It has no power now.
Yes, it does.
It does?
Yeah, I used it. I glance over to Arcady.
You
Shri Chittipati allowed me to use it.
Sri Chittipati does not allow anyone to do anything for free.
Oh. Well. Exception?
It's your afterlife.
I'm sure it's fine.
But I'm impressed that the Melong is operational. What ritual are you using?
I'm trying to see if
He taught you. You're using sort of the thing he taught you.
I'm calling upon Sri Chittipati, and I'm just hoping to see if someone is one of the generals of fear. I'm winging it.
You are playing a dangerous game.
Yep.
But not for the first time. So he goes and he just goes, like, Tenzin is going to spend most of the day on the deck, just like looking around, and he's kind of buzzing. He's just, you feel like the excitement of returning to Tibet is palpable for him.
We have only 7 days to finish teaching me the ritual and then passing it along to these fine gentlemen. Come inside. Get away from the edge.
Make me a persuade roll.
That's... Can I try to be charming instead?
Sure, I'll allow it.
Because that one I have a slight chance of making. No, he's...
Yeah. So today he is just dead set on just like looking around.
You know what? I don't need him. I don't need him. I know where the parts of it are in the book. I'll read the book.
All right. Okay.
dear.
You must not read from the book.
And
So you're going to spend today making a Chinese roll.
Yep. Okay. Hard.
All right, yeah, you make a good deal of progress, and you are close. You can feel it.
Oh, I've been close this whole time. It's just on the tip of my tongue.
Just there. It's just there. Anybody else want to do anything for the rest of today on the boat? They'll give you a tour if you want.
Yeah, I definitely want to explore.
And I'm gonna try to learn more Russian too by trying to talk to them.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure. So the tour is very interesting. You notice the engine room tour is very hand wavy, and there's not a lot of function. Like you would assume, none of you were in the Navy, none of you, have been in a ship's engine room, but it feels like it should be noisy and like oppressively hot, and this is neither. There is one guy, Evgeny, who is there, and he kind of is just sitting. He's playing solitaire when you come in.
So, well, hi. Let's see if well, taking a look around the ship, and it's very quiet in here. The engine room. Is this not where it's powered from?
He says in Russian, "I only speak Russian."
All right. Well, I'll ask him if this is
Yeah.
where everything's powered from.
Am I alone for this tour?
No, you're.
Okay, I didn't think so, but I wanted to check.
I don't do it very well.
He kind of goes.
And then I will
Yeah.
translate and be like, how is this ship powered?
We don't know.
Is there is the engine actually moving? Are there pistons
No.
moving? Nothing.
No, this does not turn on. No fuel.
So in Dimitri's mind, there must be a power source somewhere. Is there any way to
I-
attune to the power that is around?
You're like pulling out a dowsing rod.
It's just my two pistols.
There you go. And the lights are on and everything, right?
Yeah, there's power.
Yeah.
Evgeny is very uninterested in whatever you like. He
Yeah.
doesn't even care that you're poking around and you're like looking around. There should be something glowy somewhere here. And you like open a couple of hatches and things, and he's just. I lose again.
Oh. So are there times that you need to fix anything? Is there anything that you... Yeah?
Do you have certain limits of how long you can be in the sky before you need to land, or does it always float?
Never been on ground.
Okay.
That's what I say.
So, what, does he do anything else, Pops?
No. He just sits here because I don't want to know why.
Oh.
Engineer.
Yep. Engineer.
I think I know that word.
I think it's the same in Russian.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, you don't
are there cannons? Are there, it's like...
So there are this is a destroyer. It has two large guns, and then it's got a couple of machine guns as well.
Those must weigh a lot. So are there shells? Are there...
So there are no shells for the cannons, but there is ammunition for the machine guns. But it's old. Like everything here is old.
Okay.
Arcady will, when he sees you looking around and stuff like that, he'll say, "This is the only ship that survived Port Arthur." So you know that Port Arthur was a disaster for the Tsarists during the Sino-Russo War, where the Japanese essentially blockaded the entire... Russia spent millions of rubles building a navy on the West Coast, and Japan just destroyed it, shelled it. Actually, they surrounded the town with military. They blockaded the port, and then they just fired cannons into the port and sunk the entire thing.
Oh my God.
It is one of it is the main cause of the revolution of 1905 in Russia, which was the unsuccessful revolution, but still a very dark time. But that was the first time that the Rasputin flew. Most people don't realize Rasputin was in Port Arthur with us. This was when he was just starting to work with the Tsar, and Rasputin gave us the power, and we flew away under cover of night.
This is all in English, so we
Yeah, Arcady saying
I
this
just
in
want to make
English.
sure.
Yeah.
I want to make sure. Okay.
Which means no, you know what, I can hold it.
Yeah. Your English has gotten pretty good.
51 now.
That's all you need, yeah. That's all you need to understand basic stuff. Now tell me, friends, why? Why are you so dead set on entering Tibet? You are not explorers.
Well, we do.
The academics can explain.
Yes. Well, we do look for treasures and things like that. I curate for a museum.
I see. And for this, you must try so hard to get into Tibet.
Well, you've shared a great deal with us, so I suppose it's only fair to return the favor.
All right.
There is an entity that is known as the King of Fear that is going to cause a great deal of bad things to happen if he is in control when a cycle finishes. This is a very, very short explanation for a very long... Oh, I know that smile. You don't believe me.
I don't think it matters if I believe you or not.
True. There are a couple of things that we need to do that are located within Tibet.
And at that point, Tenzin goes, one of them's going to kill me.
Jeez.
Yet he somehow doesn't know which one.
Should he know which one of you?
Do not know.
I hope I do. If I knew who was going to kill me, I would kill them first.
Well, it's something that is apparently supposed to happen in order to make things work. A very Christ-like sort of thing. You know, someone has to die in order to save the world.
Or in the Tibetan religion, the dying is part of the cycle of reincarnation and reaching enlightenment.
Yes, I have Buddhism.
Yes.
Well, that is not how we Russians think.
Well, I mean, quite honestly, it's not how the English think either, but...
Life is the pain. The afterlife is the release. If you are lucky. If you are good. If you are not Soviet.
I still hope we can find some cool things.
Drinks vodka.
Yeah. Helen still's like, I still hope we can find some cool things when we're here.
And to do what?
Bring them back with us. Yes. I mean, come on, how many times are we going to be able to get here?
So you are acutely aware that almost on a monthly basis, there were newspaper articles about like new plant species found in Tibet, new everything,
Right,
Tibet is like one of the last frontiers of...
Right.
Well, you get to be the one to try to convince them. I remember that not going so well in the Cave of 1,000 Buddhas. Unless you intend to steal them.
This is fine line.
I will discover them.
I discovered them in my back.
God,
Claim this land for England.
God, and I thought we British were the ones who were supposed to be the bastards in that sense.
No, you are, yes.
Yes, in general. But here's the American who's saying that she's going to steal things.
But we are all aligned against the Soviet.
Indeed.
Yes.
Although, ironically, they were allies in World War I.
Yeah.
Ally ships move.
Mm-hmm.
This is true. These we are concerned about the travel because of the altitude. So please forgive me. I must go and work with the crew.
Yes, of course.
Yes.
Oh, he does show you the bridge, and it looks like a normal bridge, except where the throttle would be to move forward.
Atari joystick.
Up, down, down.
It seems that is an altitude control.
Ooh.
Okay, that's cool.
And it doesn't go past 10,000. So
This is gonna get tight.
this will be the highest we have ever been. We have found that when you push this all the way forward, you just keep going up.
All right. Well, I suppose Tibet is the new frontier.
Maybe we go so high we fall all the way down.
Well,
Such is life, huh?
At least that would be a fairly quick death.
I mean, depending on how high you are, the fall could take
Oh.
upwards of a minute.
Comparatively quick.
And if you were on deck, you would probably fall away from the ship because it has more mass. You would be, and then you would fall onto the ship as it plummets, as it crashes into the ground. It's not the fall that kills you,
Oh no, it's the landing.
or the ship landing on you.
Quite.
Oof.
Well, let's try to avoid that if we can.
I'm not here for this.
This ship has never touched ground. And under my watch, it will never touch ground.
There we are.
Right.
Right. Well, then we will leave you
Of
to
course.
your preparations.
We will have a small dinner prepared, please, to join us.
Lovely.
Thank you.
Perfect.
You have probably not had borscht in some time.
No.
What's borscht?
No. Oh, it is wonderful. Cabbage.
Yeah,
Cabbage.
it's a cabbage stew.
I
Red
mean,
ca- yeah.
I know what it is.
Yeah. Like, ooh.
Okay, yeah, so nothing else really happens. You have a lovely dinner that night. There is borscht, there is black bread, there is a lot of vodka, there is very little non-alcoholic. There is some tea, like very hot tea, that comes in between rows of vodka. Tenzin is very happy because there's no meat in the borscht. And so he's happy about that. And yeah, it's a very nice meal. And they're going to start off in the next morning. And so about 8:30.
Do we fly all night?
You haven't started flying yet.
It's
Oh,
it's
okay.
hovering.
Gotcha.
Can I be in the engine room when?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. So at 8:30 in the morning, the ship's bell rings, and it rings to tell people that you're getting ready to go. So you can head to the engine room. Where do the rest of you want to be for this?
I want to be up on deck.
Deck. Yeah.
On deck is
Yeah.
Tenzin is up on deck as
Yes.
well.
Missing out.
All right. So your view is this.
Oh no, I'm not looking at him. I'm actually, since I don't hear anything, I'm gonna look electrical. I'm gonna try and trace things and see everything's connected.
Okay. Make me an electrical repair roll.
Please be amazing. I want to know all the things. Regular success.
All right. So you find.
I mean, I think at this point it's just getting an idea of things, and then if stuff starts to happen, hopefully I'll be able to key in on okay, this seems to be if there's any sort of reaction.
So it's
anywhere.
weird for you because one of your things is you usually listen for noise. You listen for the whirring up of turbines or something like that, and you don't hear any of that. But you are definitely finding electric wiring,
Yeah.
and there are operational electric lights and that sort of thing. Make me a luck roll.
This is why you don't spend luck
I
ever.
didn't have it to spend.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a hard.
Okay.
Is there consoles though with lights and
Yeah.
things like that?
Yeah.
I can see if anything.
Yeah, and you are looking around and.
And also, most importantly, do things look stable? Does it look like, this is corrosive or wearing away or anything
No,
like that?
everything,
Okay,
it all
good,
looks,
good.
in fact, it looks unused. All this, it looks like,
Is anything even happening here? Oh, no. Okay. I'll-
There's no machinery working here, but you find lines and you're like following them around, and you come around the back of the engine room, and
Hamster wheel.
and you there's a locked door,
Aha.
and you're reasonably sure that all the wiring goes into that locked door.
Well, I check under the mat.
You do not find a key.
Okay, I check along the top.
There, no.
All the obvious places. Can I scamper up to the bridge?
Sure. You
And
scamper
ask-
up to the bridge. They are just about like the three guys on the bridge are finalizing everything. The Arcady and another guy are like looking over a map that has all the elevations on it. Yes, I'm sorry,
to-
we're quite busy. How can I help you?
Do you happen to have the key to the room that all the wiring goes into? I'd love to see.
No, that
it in
is
action.
Evgeny. But you should never go in there. Very dangerous.
Well, that's where everything is. Is there going to be a chance at some point when we're stopped? I'd love to.
Yes, later is good. Yes. Excuse us. And he like goes back and he's like, they're like trying to figure out how they can get through the mountains without going off of the scope of their elevation thing.
I'll go back down and just see whatever I can see.
Okay. There's not a lot going on, but that door, your eyes just keep going to that door.
And I'll ask. What was it?
Evgeny.
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 I'll try and ask him about because I don't know yet.
Do you speak Russian?
No.
All right.
But I can
he,
motion
like-
with hands at the door, and I'll do like. I wonder how much new words deviate, like because like it's like typewriter in Japanese sort of thing where.
Russian is fairly different. A lot of Russian is
Yeah,
fairly
but I'm
different.
hoping like newer like electronical terms might. I'll just try to communicate best I can in English.
If you're looking for the word key, it is not the same in Russian.
No, it's understanding the system. I'm trying to describe
So
things
you
about
point
the
at the
system
door,
and the door.
and you do this. And Evgeny pulls out a pistol and points it at you. And that's where we're going to end tonight's episode.
Oh, whoa.
Jeez.
Excellent.
That's going to do it for Quests and Chaos for Saturday night. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. All the bits were fantastic. We got rated, which was cool. Chad's getting a mug. Did he say he wants to send it home with me, or did he?
I'll send it home with you.
All right.
Also, he also won something like a long time ago that I never shipped. So
Oh, there you go.
I'll put that in there too.
It's because he lives in Tennessee, in Quebec. He was in Quebec for a long time.
Well, you know.
Yeah.
Quebec knows what they did.
Don't forget, we have
Is that I wouldn't read that.
it's it's fairly good. Yeah. So don't forget to podcast listeners and anybody who's listening to this, YouTube, you can do it too. Go and give us a review on on your podcast service of choice. I don't remember what I used.
Or give us your favorite borscht recipe. Put that into the YouTube comment.
What about? Oh, now we're. What is it? Soup. What's the Tech Soup? We're Tech Soup now.
Yeah.
And let us know in the Discord that you did the review. And when we get 10, we'll do a drawing. But follow us on Twitch as well if you haven't there. Give us a subscription on Twitch. If you've got that Amazon Prime, not doing anything else, you can help us out. Subscribe on YouTube. Watch our stuff on YouTube. Alondra can give you all sorts of tips about ways to just have it on in the background while you're doing other things, and it can still count. So we've got a Natural One is still on hiatus for most of June. They'll be coming back at the end of June probably. But the Chaos Agents are back Tuesday for their wackiness. That's the real R-rated show. And then the Redacted Reports, a new episode drops on Wednesday as usual. And next Saturday we are going to be down a player, so we will be taking Saturday off. It was really weird having a Saturday off last week. I was very. I didn't mind not coming to Fremont. I'm not gonna lie. It was a lovely restful day. But I always enjoy being here at this table. It is good fun. And this was a fun night. Oh, our quotes for this time are, I will not back down from a dance-off. If it moved, that's a magic Buddha. I need Tenzin's clothes. I'm partly to blame, but so are you. Are these all Nick quotes?
Yes.
Wow. They're more the children of deep concern, which is my. I like that one a lot. The children. This was going on. The children are exuberant around death.
Yes.
Everyone who dies gets super cranky, which that might be the winner. I like that. And they are hydraulics. They are hydraulics. I think everyone who dies gets super cranky.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I don't know what that'll do to our
that'll help our.
opposition, but screw it.
Oh man. And there may be, so we're going to be off next week. The episode after that, there may be some content warnings coming up. There's going to be some stuff in Tibet that will get a little weird. But we'll talk about that later. I think that's everything we need to say. So goodbye, Internet friends.